Well, everyone, Tavares watch has come to an end. John Tavares has signed a 7-year deal with the Toronto Maple Leafs. We'll discuss the deal and give you my reaction coming up next. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. We review and discuss all 31 NHL teams. So if you're a huge hockey fan, consider subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. So John Tavares is a Toronto Maple Leaf. It's hard to imagine he actually left the Islanders after all the work that they've done in the past couple of months and all the things that they've gone through there, getting their building in place, hiring Lou Lamoriello, all the other things they've worked on. Apparently it was not good enough. John Tavares has decided to follow his heart and his childhood dream and come home to the Toronto Maple Leafs, where he's always wanted to play for the team he grew up cheering for. Obviously, John Tavares is from the Toronto area, grew up a huge Maple Leafs fan, and just could not pass up the opportunity to come home, play for his hometown team, and try to win the Stanley Cup, which has been something that the Leafs have been wanting to do for obviously a long time now. After all the waiting and negotiating and everything, you can't really help but wonder if he really had his heart set on going back to the island at all. Did the Maple Leafs kind of come in here and swoop him off his feet, or was really this something he wanted all along, and he was trying to maybe see if other teams would kind of come along the way and make it a better offer? But really, this does not appear to be about money. It's been reported that John Tavares might have left money on the table with other teams. That there's apparently was speculation there was other offers at 12, 13 million per year, where he actually ended up taking 11 million per year with the Toronto Maple Leafs. So hard to say. Obviously, this is something he's always wanted to do. Like I said, it's his childhood dream. It's happening. John Tavares is a Leaf. So obviously you can't help but wonder, maybe he'll be captain next year. Down the middle, you got now that John Tavares, Austin Matthews, and Nazem Kadri. Really, like, that might just be the best center ice depth in the NHL now. So obviously the Leafs have just taken a huge step in the right direction here to becoming a Stanley Cup contender. So obviously this is absolutely tremendous news for Leaf fans. Obviously today is a big day up here in Canada Day, and now the Leafs land John Tavares. So this is absolutely amazing news for Toronto and for Maple Leaf fans. This might just arguably be one of the best, if not the absolute biggest, free agent signing in franchise history. I mean, they've obviously drafted some great players. They've traded for some great players. I'm not sure they've ever made a big free agent splash like this in the history of the organization and the history of free agency here. I mean, really, this is absolutely astonishing. So John Tavares gets a 7-year contract, $11 million per year, $77 million. It comes with a full no trade, no move clause, so he can never be traded or demoted without his consent, obviously, which is not really a huge surprise. The other key component of this contract here is that the bulk of his income is going to be paid out in signing bonuses. The actual salary is quite low compared to the signing bonus portions. So obviously that's you know, kind of protects him if there's a work stoppage. It also protects him from being bought out, things like that down the road. Not that that likely will ever happen, but it's really kind of a foolproof contract from the Tavares camp. Obviously, the reason why his agent Pat Brisson is a top agent in hockey with the most contracts and the most highest valued contracts under management. Obviously, he works with a great group and they get him an absolutely fantastic deal. But at the same time, like I said, it's been reported that he could have maybe taken more money to go elsewhere, but he's following his dream. He's following his heart. He's going home to Toronto. Obviously, he's got a lot of friends on that team as well that, you know, grew up playing hockey within the Toronto area as well. I mean, we've already seen tweets come out from guys like Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, Nazem Kadri welcoming him to the team. You know, so obviously, this is a huge day for the Maple Leafs, huge day for the NHL landscape shifting. As we mentioned earlier, this is the day of the year on the calendar you can pretty much mark for some of the biggest NHL news. And well, folks, there you have it. John Tavares is a Toronto Maple Leaf. Now, if you're new to the channel here, I hope you consider subscribing. We cover all 31 NHL teams, and we have more free agent news coming out here shortly, so stay tuned for that. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button as well. I'd appreciate it if you did. As always, thank you very much for watching, everybody. We will catch you next time.